What I'm about to tell you, son, is strictly need to know. Top secret. You can't tell anybody. It's strictly for the hammock camping community. Maybe, sort of, not really. Are you hearing me, boy? Let's get going on this.
Hey guys, Hillbilly Deluxe here. I'm gonna try and make this part kind of quick because my hands are flipping cold. I'm in the hammock. I'm staying at my brother's house, and I just prefer to sleep out in my hammock anyway. But it is about 10 degrees right now, and it's supposed to get down to 1, possibly a little less tonight. This is just kind of a quick show you that it is possible to sleep out in the wicked cold. Even up here in Minnesota, where we look at negative 20 degrees, people do it. I'm going to show you ways of doing that in this video. There's tons of videos out here on how to do this, and my way is definitely not the only way. There are easier ways, there are harder ways. This is just kind of like this is just the way I do it. Getting a bunch of different ideas on different ways you can do it is always your best idea. To try and say that there's only one particular way of laying in a hammock, sleeping in a hammock, hammock camping, is ridiculous. It takes some trial and error, it takes some fooling around. That's just the way hammock camping is. You have to find out what's going to work best for you. But anyway, enough about that. Let's just get into what I'm doing here.
Actually, I'm going to tell you how we do this in capitalist America. Now that I live in capitalist America, I'm very keen to good insulation on cold nights in hammock. So, I run you through this, and let's get started. Thank you very much. Last night, we'll start out. I've got the my Cannonball DIY underquilt. That's simply a puffer jacket. Like one of your long puffer jackets you used to see old ladies wear, full of down. But I basically created a sleeve. I've got a video on it, so if you're interested in that and how I did that, go ahead, check out the DIY underquilt video. I got a couple of them on there, but it's not the adjustable one, and it's not the older one. It's the middle one. That one. DIY underquilt. Yes, that one. Okay, anyway. Here, actually, I'll put a link to it. It's right there somewhere in this vicinity. Anyway. Okay, so this is what I did. I got my DIY underquilt rocking out. Inside, I have a Coleman sleeping bag folded inside out. Basically, it just has like a pad. You could use a pad to do that also. I'm at my brother's, and it's wintertime, and I can carry this with me because it's heavy, but I got a sled, and that's what I can do. So that's what I'm doing, and that's my personal preference. And it doesn't have to be your personal preference, but it's my personal preference. So that's what I do, because I like it, and it's really soft and comfortable and warm. I got my little pillow, which I always bring with me no matter what. I've got a North Face Dolomite 2S sleeping bag. That's my top layer top quilt. Then I've got a Eureka Silver City 30-degree bag, which is actually more like a 50-degree bag. So don't buy it for 30 degrees because you'll freeze your butt off. But that's goes inside of my North Face bag, and then inside of that I have a fleece sleeping bag liner. Yeah, so that's the gist of my top insulation, folks. Stay tuned for more information. Here in Mother Russia, it gets very, very cold, so your insulation is quite important. So yeah, that's that. Let's see here. Right here in this area of the hammock, I took this jacket I'm wearing. It's a big, heavy-duty goose down jacket, and I wrap it around the hammock, so it goes around the hammock, all the way around, underneath and everything. And yeah, I use that as like a foot box / underquilt extension, because what I can do is, since I got a 3/4 underquilt, I can stuff my underquilt right up inside of there, just inside of it, and it basically creates a full underquilt. And then it also gives me more insulation on the top for my feet. Keeps them really warm, does a hell of a job. The hammock I was using, no bug net, of course. It's winter time, it's wicked cold. It got down to probably less than 0 last night. That's the Ninja hammock. That was a hammock that was made for me by a buddy of mine, Hiking Dad. Hiking Dad, check out his videos, they're awesome. Okay, so I've got my whoopee slings going up to the Marlin spike hitch. That is actually slipped down. That should be up over the knot. So that should be up here on top of this knot, not down on the toggle at all. Yeah, the toggles, if you're interested, these were actually made out of ballpoint pens. That's how easy this is. That's how, they don't have to be super strong or heavy duty. These are made out of ballpoint pens. So, yeah. Other than that, that's the gist of it. That's winter camping in a hammock, man. Another good idea, it's just an idea, because I like to do it. I know a few other guys like to do it. Coffee. Coffee from the hammock in the morning warms your body up. I mean, you're already warm in the hammock, but, you know, when you get out of the hammock, a little extra shot of, like, hot coffee is like, oh, it's heavenly, heavenly in the hammock when I'm drinking my coffee. Yeah, so anyway, that's that. Got any questions on any of this, on how to, you know, if you got any kind of comment, any kind of question, if you're wondering if something else might work, you know, go ahead and ask me the question. If I know the answer, I'll let you know. If I don't know the answer, I'll tell you I don't know, but I probably have a place I could refer you to. Another good place for information is hammockforums.net. There's a plethora of information out there on that. You'll learn more there by accident than elsewhere by design. Let's see. There's all kinds of different cottage industries. Support your cottage industry businesses in hammocks. Don't, you know, they've got their purposes, you know, stuff like that, but try and support your cottage industries, you know, War Bonnet, Hammock Gear, underquilts.com, that kind of thing. There's a bunch more out there. Dutch Clips, Dutchware, go to Dutchware. Yeah, so anyway, that's my business. I'm Hillbilly Deluxe, giving you some winter camping in a hammock tips. That's what I'm doing. Tips. They're not how you got to do it. It's just how I do it, and it's a good idea to do some of it because you don't want to freeze to death when it's negative 20 and you're trying to sleep in a hammock. Don't go out into the woods if you've never slept in a hammock and just bring a hammock along. Sleep in your backyard a couple of times. Go to the park. Do whatever you got to do and get a little practice in. The last time I was up at the Superior Hiking Trail, we had some guys show up, and it got down to 30 degrees. They showed up with one sleeping bag, some Grand Trunk hammock, and a Walmart tarp that didn't even cover the hammock. And it was going to rain that night. They woke up miserable. They were cold. If it got any colder, they might have died. So, you know, do your research before you just go running off into the woods with a hammock and trying to sleep out there. Because, you know, it's fun to be out in the woods, but it's no fun if you're uncomfortable. So, yeah. Any other questions, comments, leave them below. Subscribe, you know, watch the videos. It really helps. If you like the videos and you want them to keep coming, you got to subscribe. You got to, you know, share them and stuff. You got to, you know, just let me know that the information I'm giving you is noteworthy. Leave a comment. Do something. Do something. Do something. Anyway, Hillbilly Deluxe, Hammock Camper's Guide. I'm out this piece. Word.